How to grow taller. There are many factors that determine adult height. Genetic factors account about 80% of your final height. But certain environmental factors, such as nutrition and exercise, typically account for the remaining 20%. In fact, scientists have theorized that improved nutrition may be the main reason why the average human height has significantly increased over the last century. This is why it's so important to make sure children are well fed, from the time they are breastfeeding until they are fully grown. You may increase your height by up to 2 inches if you do things right from your childhood. Once someone is approximately 18 to 20 years old, it's highly unlikely that they'll be able to grow taller naturally. By that age, the growth plates in the bones areas of cartilage where bones are able to grow longer have become solid. Genetics. Height is determined by more than 700 gene variants, rather than just one gene, which makes it really tough to predict how tall someone will be. A 2017 study that looked at DNA samples of more than 700,000 people found that there are also less common genes that account for more than 1 centimeter of a person's height. Your genetics can also contribute to health conditions that affect your height, like gigantism or Marfan syndrome. General growth rate. Between age 1 and puberty, most people gain about 2 inches in height each year. Once puberty hits, you may grow at a rate of 4 inches per year. Throughout puberty, your bones get longer thanks to the growth plates at the ends of your bones. As you near the end of puberty, your long bones undergo their final formation, and the cartilage in the growth plates turns to bone, or ossifies. Once that happens, your height is a done deal. However, everyone grows at a different pace. Extreme examples. One famous example is basketball player Dennis Rodman. After finishing high school, Rodman worked as an overnight janitor at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. He then experienced a sudden growth spurt from 5 feet and 11 inches to 6 feet and 7 inches and decided to try basketball again at college level. He then went on to play in the NBA from 1986 to 2006, leads NBA in rebounding 7 times, and won NBA championship 5 times. Another famous example is also a basketball player Shaq, or Shaquille O'Neal. His biological father was 6 feet 1 inch, and mother was 6 feet and 2 inches. They are both tall, but not close to Shaq's 7 feet and 1 inch. Girls versus boys. For girls, the growth spurt typically begins early in the teenage years. Boys may not experience this sudden increase in height until the middle or end of their teens. You generally stop growing taller after you go through puberty. For most people, growing stops between the age 14 and 20. Morning versus night. Most people experience small daily variations in height. These variations are the result of the spinal discs becoming compressed during daily activities. As a result, it's possible to lose up to half an inch, 1.5 centimeters, of height during the day, which will be restored while you sleep. This variation is so small that it's hardly ever noticeable for most people. Medical procedures. A surgical procedure called distraction osteogenesis can make people grow taller even during adulthood. This procedure was originally intended to treat dwarfism or uneven legs. During the procedure, healthcare providers surgically break the bones in the person's legs. Afterwards, the ends of the broken bones are separated. This is achieved through the use of a device called an Elizarev apparatus, which stabilizes the leg. Each day, the apparatus is opened so that the separation between the bones grows by approximately 1 millimeter. As the device maintains the separation, a callus forms between the 2 parts of the bone. This callus is then replaced by collagen and, eventually, by bone tissue. The process requires at least a month of treatment for each centimeter of growth, and it usually only results in a couple of inches in increased height. This procedure is traumatic and painful. Once the bones have healed, the person essentially has to learn how to walk again. This surgery also carries a high risk of complications including infections, leg axis deviation, joint disease, and psychological problems. Eat a balanced diet. During your growing years, it's crucial that you get all of the nutrients your body needs. Other than genetics, proper nutrition is the most important factor to determine your height. Your diet should include fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, whole grains, proteins, and dairy. You should limit or avoid foods containing sugar, trans fats, and saturated fats. If an underlying medical condition, or older age, is causing your height to decrease by affecting your bone density, up your calcium intake. It's often recommended that women over age 50 and men over age 70 should consume 1,200 milligrams, mg, of calcium per day. Vitamin D also promotes bone health. Common sources of vitamin D include tuna, fortified milk, and egg yolks. Use supplements with caution. There are only a few cases where supplements may be appropriate to increase height in children and combat shrinking in older adults. For example, if you have a condition that affects your human growth hormone, HGH, production, your doctor may recommend a supplement containing synthetic HGH. Additionally, older adults may wish to take vitamin D or calcium supplements to reduce the risk of osteoporosis. In all other cases, you should avoid supplements with promises about height. Once your growth plates become fused together, there's no chance that you can increase your height. Smoking. It's pretty widely known that smoking isn't good for general health, but it might affect height too. According to the CDC, smoking tobacco during pregnancy can hurt the development of the fetus. Research has shown that low bone mass and reduced bone density in childhood or adolescence may be linked to maternal smoking during pregnancy. Marijuana use may have an impact on height too. Get the right amount of sleep. Occasionally skimping on sleep in your growing years won't affect your height in the long term. But if during adolescence you regularly clock less than the recommended amount, it may lead to complications. This is because your body releases HGH while you sleep. Production of this hormone and others may go down if you aren't getting enough shut-eye. It's suggested that newborns up to 3 months old get 14 to 22 hours of sleep each day. Infants ages 3 to 11 months old get 13 to 18 hours. Toddlers ages 1 to 2 years get 12 to 16 hours. Young children ages 3 to 5 years old get 11 to 13 hours. Children ages 6 to 13 get 9 to 11 hours. Teenagers ages 14 to 17 get 8 to 10 hours. Adults ages 18 to 64 get 7 to 9 hours. Older adults ages 65 and older get 7 to 8 hours. Getting extra sleep may even increase HGH production, so go ahead and take that power nap. Stay active. Regular exercise has many benefits. It strengthens your muscles and bones, helps you to maintain a healthy weight, and promotes HGH production. Children in school should get at least 30 minutes to an hour of exercise a day. During this time, they should focus on strength-building exercises, such as push-ups or sit-ups. Flexibility exercises, such as yoga. Aerobic activities, such as playing tag, jumping rope, or biking. Exercising as an adult has its benefits, too. In addition to helping you maintain your overall health, it can also help reduce your risk of osteoporosis. This condition occurs when your bones become weak or brittle, resulting in bone density loss. This can cause you to shrink. To reduce your risk, try walking, playing tennis, or practicing yoga several times a week. Practice good posture. Poor posture may make you look shorter than you actually are. And over time, slumping or slouching can also affect your actual height. Being mindful of how you stand, sit, and sleep is key. Check your posture in the mirror or by filming yourself. A good stretching exercise is to lie down and stretch out with both arms over your head for 10 seconds at a time. Use yoga to maximize your height. If targeted posture exercises aren't your thing, give yoga a try. This whole body practice can strengthen your muscles, align your body, and help with your posture. This will help you stand taller. Fashion tricks. We know this sounds painfully obvious, But heels and platform shoes will give you a boost. Changing up your clothing can also give you the illusion of longer legs and a longer torso. Some fashion tricks to try are high-waisted pants and skirts, fitted, tailored clothing, wearing just one color, shorter shorts, or skirts, ankle boots instead of tall boots. Accept what your mama gave you. At a certain point, you just have to accept your height and rock what you've got. Your height really doesn't limit your life's achievements. Some of history's biggest game changers were smaller in stature. For example, Napoleon Bonaparte led the French military at 5 foot 2 inches. The bottom line. In most cases, you reach your peak height by the time you're done with puberty. And you want to maintain your height during adulthood and delay shrinking as you get older. At the end of the day, height is only a single physical feature out of the many characteristics that make up a person's appearance. Even though some people would love to know how to get taller, beauty can be found at any height. Health is very important to everyone. Don't let other activities consume all of your time and energy. Proper awareness and attention to early signs of abnormal symptoms are keys to keep us healthy. Early treatment is always more effective than late emergency actions. May you stay healthy and have abundant of happy life. Please like and subscribe this channel for more health-related videos. Thank you.